Hey everyone, Code Arcade here. I build projects focused on Python, automation, data engineering, backend development, and AI-powered applications. Have you ever downloaded a CSV or Excel file only to realize you now have to spend the next hour cleaning missing values, removing duplicates, and formatting the data before you actually use it? I built this data cleaner and report generator to automate this process. This project is just a demo application designed to demonstrate how full stack data processing workflow can be built around Python backend and a simple user interface. The complete source code is in GitHub, and I'll include a repository link in the description below if you want to explore or fork the project for yourself. So let's begin. To start the project, you just need to be in the project root, which is data cleaner, and you simply need to run the command /run app.ps1. This gets the script file running. Now let me show you my screen here. Okay, so let's show you my screen here. So this is what the startup looks like. It generates two terminals, 1 and 2 terminals. So let's begin. First, I already prepped in a mock data sheet, so we will upload it here, click the upload button, and we get a cool little preview of what it looks like. So as you can see, we can only see the first 20 rows. And in the first 20 rows, you can see that age is missing some values. We can also see that salary is missing some value, department is missing some values, and performance is missing some values. So let's just start working on this. So before we start, we'll just go with a simple drop rows. I want to start with the customer name real quick. All right, so apply value. Oh, it returns an error. Looks like it wants this specific name. So we will put it in like this because of how it is returned. So we can see that in here, drop strategy, looks like out of the rows it had before is 33. Now it has only 28 rows, and it dropped about 28 rows from customer. Looks like it had 2 missing, and now it is at 0 missing. So we removed any name that was missing. So once we're on the spree here, we want to drop, let's say, any department as well that we do not, anyone that doesn't have a department. Since it requests, the request below was all missing lowercase, we will use lowercase, and then again 28 before, now 27, and it looks like in department there was only 1 missing, and now there is none. So we have none missing for departments. Next, let's just see what we want to change next. Salary. So salary, a good salary, I think, is about median. Is median. So we will apply the median for this, for salary. Remember, it has to all be lowercase. So yeah, we get no rows. Decline. So before we had salary with 5 missing values. Now we have salary with no missing values. And as we can see here, every value for salary is filled out. Before, let's see, Amanda Anderson was missing a salary right here. Now if we look at her name, Amanda Anderson is now has 61,000 as her salary, right? And you can follow along with any missing values. So for employment status, for employment status, we would just simply go with SE employment status. For that one, we don't need a median. We just need a constant fill. Constant fill allows us to fill in any value. We were just going to go with inactive here, because if they're missing, then they're probably inactive. So again, no rows drop. So we only had 1 person that was missing a value, and it looks like that person is no longer missing a value. And that individual was James Garcia. And if we scroll down to James Garcia, where are you, Mr. James? Yep, there he is. See, inactive. Inactive right there. All right. So next, the next thing is performance score. For performance score, I think a really good one is the mean. a mean for the performance score. So we will just go with S performance score. We don't need this anything here, and we hit the mean here. So we know that Michael Brown for performance score. Michael Brown now has a 3.94 performance score, and anyone that was missing will get the same 3.94. So that's pretty much it. And then for age, I think a good age value will probably be the mode, the person that shows up the most. So we'll just go with mode for age here. And we will go with mode for age. And age had 3 missing. Now we have none missing. And then age is filled. I think the last person that was missing in age, let's just go with Sarah Johnson. Sarah Johnson is now 29 years old. Okay, so yeah, the data is completely cleaned. So what we can do is download the file, click this download button. We get the file downloaded to us, and let me pop up my downloads real quick. So in here, we can see in my downloads there are 2 files. This is the original data set. Let me get Microsoft Excel loaded up here. So yeah, the original data set did have 34, as you can see. Close this one out. Close. Missing here. 1 name missing. We can see the missing values for the Excel. And now, with the new one, let's go back to my downloads here. The new dataset mock set 1. We can see that we have 28 rows now with nothing missing. So yeah, our data looks pretty clean. And so what we can do here is, if we want to get rid of the data in our database, just so that we can get some storage back, we hit delete files, and it deletes everything. So it's gone. Since we already downloaded the file, it's in our download folder. As you can see, it's still here. And this one, if we want to get rid of it, we have to manually delete it. So moving on, we can look at the test suites here. Let me switch back to VS Code for a second. All right, so the servers are still running. Hold on. The servers are still running, so let me show you how to close out the application. So on here, we have terminals open. This is pretty much everything that was happening in the background. We just hit Control-C. Boom. And then the next one, Control-C. And this closes out the application. The application is no longer running. As you can see in my VS Code terminal, it is no longer running. Okay, so now all we gotta do here is we're gonna demonstrate the test suites that are additional. So we have test suites in here. So as you can see, here are our test suites. To run them, I use UV. So UV run pytest of tests, because the folder is called tests, and the test is just an automated test. It checks if there's anything broken in our files, and takes a minute. Yep, there is nothing broken. So yeah, there we go. I think to do the Python one, I'm pretty sure it's Python of, if you don't use UV, I'm pretty sure it's Python of pytests of tests. I'm pretty sure this is, no, there's no such thing. Well, I guess I'll have to figure out what the Python command is, but yeah, so that's pretty much it. Okay, let me switch off my window view here. Okay, so for closing remarks, if you're interested in the project, I'll leave it in the GitHub description. I'll leave it in the description below, the GitHub repository in the description below. Again, you can explore the source code, you can fork it, you can try running the application for yourself. If you need any feedback, feel free to reach out in the comments below. And if you're interested in projects involving Python automation, data cleaning, API development, back-end systems, or reporting pipelines, click the subscription button below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.